Alright, so I have 3 posts to make about this Mohbad issue and I'm done for good. Alright, this is the first one. Now, if you notice, I've put in a lot of energy in vindicating Naira from this case. It is very obvious, it's not something that is hidden. It is very, very obvious. One of the main reasons why I brought this whole thing back is to, number one, vindicate Naira and to actually point people towards the right direction, knowing what I know now. Now, something happened that involved Iyabo, Naira and a particular meeting recently. Coincidentally, I went to report a case at the MPF NCCC, a case of 650 million naira. About somebody that was scammed. So I took the case there, and then I met Naira there. And I met Naira there. He said he wrote a petition against Iyabo, and Iyabo is there. I said, okay, so what is going on? He said, well, so far so good. They told Iyabo to bring evidence of everything she has said about them. In the case of bullying, in the case of that, na them by Mohbad. So I said, so how far with the case now? He said that Iyabo is pleading. I said, pleading how? Like, what's going on? So she's pleading. I said, it doesn't make sense. The Iyabo I know cannot beg you. Then he said, you can come, see. So we went straight, and then he opened the door. Then he went inside to sit down. When he sat down, there was Sam Larry, there was his brother, Judy. And then there were some people there. Iyabo was with a lawyer. Then when I entered, I sat in front of her. And I sat in front of her, they started talking. Now, there's one police there, there's one female police officer, senior officers. Some of them, they were like, very dark man, talk to your guy. We see, say, you and him, they parley since this whole Mohbad issue. Talk to Naira, let's look for a way to resolve this whole matter. Now, at the top of my head, I was like, resolve which matter? Like, why are they resolving any matter? What is really going on? Then they said, Iyabo, she understood that what she did is wrong and that they should look for the best way to settle the matter within themselves. Immediately, me, I para. I said, excuse me, lawyer, Iyabo lawyer, his name is Fumi. I said, make we see. Then we turn. I said, can we see? He said, yes, we can't turn. There was 2 police officers there. We stood. Then I said, fine. Based on what I just saw now, Iyabo is saying that a lot of publications that she did was wrong. She was pretty much emotional and all. That's why she made those things, right? So I told the lawyer, I said, how do we move on from here? Is she willing to come to the public? Then the lawyer said, that is exactly what she said. That she will go to the public and let the public know that this is what happened and that she is sorry for actually being emotional about this whole matter. Then the lawyer now said again, but they were thinking that if they do that, a lot of her fans would think that she has been threatened by Naira or the government threatening her. That Iyabo has suggested that they will not apologize, but if Naira releases a new song, they will help him promote it, and that gradually people will start welcoming Naira back. I para. Now that the talk just vexed me. Then I looked at the lawyer. I said, for all what these people have gone, what these people have gone through, the shows that they have lost, money that they have lost over a lie, and then instead of you to go to the public and then just spell it out for everybody to see, you are saying that you are going to start promoting a song. I just looked at him. Out of anger, I told him, I said, the luck Iyabo has is that Naira is not from the Niger Delta region. Because for ruining his career over a lie, if the Niger Delta you come from, they go shoot her down. And even you, the lawyer, they go shoot you down. Then the lawyer looked at me, and the police people were there. They were like, no, very dark man, it hasn't got into this. Then the lawyer was like, bro, it is not me that said this thing. I didn't come up with it. Iyabo came up with it. Cut the long story short, he left. Then I called Naira in. I said, now where this matter don't be like this, If she say she's willing to go to the public and then explain what happened, do you understand? That she was emotional and then the case went towards the wrong direction instead of actually holding everybody in the house accountable. But there's no problem. It don't happen, it don't happen. So what do you want? Naira Marley said he's scared that she might not do it if they leave her now. That she might not apologize. She might just go outside now and decide to change everything again. That he knows her, he knows her character. She's a manipulative person. I told him, I said, well, we'll call the police people in. They called the police people in, we spoke. Some of the police people were saying, if she's willing to apologize, Naira Marley, let's see how this thing is going to be. Then if she doesn't apologize, then they bring her back. But if this thing goes to court, she will definitely pay dearly because everything, literally everything, bullying and everything was all a lie, right? Videos being doctored, a lot of things. You know, a lot of atrocities happened that time. Naira Marley left. When he left, I sat down. Now, something in me told me that something crazy might happen, right? And I went outside. When I came back, they said they needed to see the director of NPF NCCC so that they'll table the matter in front of him and then they can know the way forward. That was that everybody went to the director's office. Iyabo Ojo's lawyer, myself was there, Naira Marley was there, Sam Larry was there, Naira Marley's brother Judy was there. Now, before the meeting, I just told Naira Marley, excuse me. You understand? So apparently, Tonto Dike was coming. I told Naira Marley, excuse me. Naira Marley excused me. Then we went outside. I told him, I said, see, you see this matter? You are not taking it the way you should take it. He said, but he has forgiven. That na Allah, na him go judge. But since she has come forward to say she's going to apologize and let the public know that he does not hold anything against her. Now, me trying to be extra, I told him, I said, no, make them detain her. You understand? I said, make them detain her. He now said, well, that he does not think it will solve anything. I said, if the director is talking, slam the table and let them know that they finished your career. Naira Marley still said that, okay, he's going to do it. Finally, he said he's going to do it. Then he now entered. When he entered, Tonto Dike entered. We all sat down. I moved, I sat down because the conference table, Sam Larry was here, Iyabo Ojo was here, Iyabo sat down here, Naira Marley sat down here, Tonto Dike was here, Naira Marley's brother was there. They started talking. While they were talking, she apologized. Now, Sam Larry, Naira Marley asked her one question. Before Sam Larry, Naira Marley asked her one question. He said, in everything you have said about me, is there no one thing that is true? Is there no one thing? He now said, you said, at least let one thing be true. Let me know that I'm a bad person. At this point, I swear to God, I almost cried. Don't be playing. I felt very emotional with that one question. He said, you said I dropped your children. That if they come to my house, I drop them. That at least that one thing be true. Iyabo Ojo was just looking. At this point, I just shook my head. Now that passed. Sam Larry was now saying, you said I bully Mohbad, that I collect money from boys, that I'm a this, I'm a that. Can you clear the air on that or give me proof? I just want to see proof that I did all those things. Then Iyabo said that some video went viral, you know, some video went viral where they said you were beating the boy and this. Then the director told her that they said, did you verify any of all these things? She said no, that she was just seeing the videos. Then Sam Larry said, Omo, you must give proof. Me, I want proof. Because they've constantly bullied me, insulted my children, finished my name. If not, I'm a strong person. I don't depressed. Who knows? Maybe I don't be suicidal. You know? So they were talking. At the end of the day, Iyabo Ojo pleaded. Sam Larry cried. The gangster cried. He cried. He was just looking at her. He cried. Then Iyabo Ojo now said, Emma Binu. Anyways, they now came out. The director now said, so how are we going to move further? She now said, they should give her 2 weeks. Let her and her lawyers draft something in order to clear the name of these guys. So they'll draft something and they'll come back. The director now asked Naira Marley, is this okay? Naira Marley now said, there's no problem, provided she's willing to do the right thing. That was how Iyabo Ojo left. When Iyabo Ojo left, do you understand? That was when we now had our own private meeting. Because one of the main reasons why I was there was because we have to put hands together and let the public know what's up. So Iyabo Ojo left. Then we had our own private meeting. Do you understand? We had our private meeting. Now, when we spoke in our own private meeting, I promised Iyabo Ojo that I wasn't going to say anything on that. She should use her mouth to say it, right? Fast forward to Iyabo Ojo and the apology she was supposed to do. 3 days passed, nothing. 4 days passed, nothing. 5th day passed, nothing. Next thing, I just saw it on one small blog like this. QT something. One of all these small blogs. That Iyabo Ojo was invited. Naira Marley was now begging her that he should clear her name. Immediately, I suspected something fishy. I was cold at heart, right? Next thing, police now called. When that thing happened, I don't know, Naira Marley called. That one shall have influence. He now called the DIG. The DIG now called the Oga. Now said, this boy brought a case. Do you understand? With all evidence and everything, let her, Iyabo Ojo, prove it. The DIG now said, that is going to call the CP in charge. So he now told the CP that you are playing with the case. The CP said no. That everybody have decided that she's going to do something within 2 weeks. So what's the period that they were now expecting Iyabo Ojo to do something? Do you know what happened? They called her that you're supposed to come to the station because this apology have not been done. Or we charge this case to court so that I'll now go finish the matter for court, right? They now told her, say, okay, see, if you no come, they invited her, they say, if you no come, they'll come pick her. Brothers and sisters, do you know the next thing that happened? Iyabo Ojo just posted her shop done burn. I just looked at the video. I just shook my head. She now did a write-up. Immediately she did that write-up, I now also made a video that there was an agreement. We met. You understand? That was what triggered me to say, we met. And we said a lot of things. But God will judge. I said, God will judge. That's what touched me to say, God will judge. Then I ended it. When I now started seeing a lot of damage control, that is why I started with the group chat. Now, even in this same group chat, I kept on keeping it clean because I didn't want to involve Iyabo Ojo in any of it. You know why? Because I was posting all those things so that she'll come back to her senses and say, you know what? Let me just do the right thing. If people are innocent, they are innocent, right? Because our own part of the whole chat reeks of hate. I don't know. But again, one of the things we said when me and Iyabo Ojo sat down face to face is, I will not blame you for anything that you did. And every other Nigerians that came for the head of these guys, I would not blame you at all. You know why? Emotions were everywhere. But you knowing fully well, say, Omo, these people have literally nothing. It's so crazy that even the part of the bullying of the boy, she knows. That is what is crazy. A lot of doctoring that they doctored all these things and put online. She knows. One of the things we said in the meeting is that she opened her mouth to say, yes, she's convinced that Naira Marley did not bully that boy. And it is because of the videos flying around. But I'm not going to expand or say anything that me and I spoke about. So from this, I became very upset when I started saying that she's trying to do damage control instead of doing the right thing. Now, why I can't start to post this thing? Can't start to post the voice note. They can't start to post the group chat and all. Now, I'll tell you something about that group chat. You see, almost everybody in the group chat, plenty of them are innocent. Down to even this Sam Clef. Because for crying out loud, Sam Clef part of the group chat. It's just, let me make it not be as if I no contribute. Jigon said a lot of nonsense things, but I can't still hold it up on Jigon. He said a lot of nonsense, but yes, like the way they call your friend Papa useless, Papa useless, all those. He said a lot, plenty of them, but a lot of them were also innocent because yes, they were fighting. They actually was fighting for justice, but some of them knew one or two things, and they decided to push an agenda.
It's matter. Because if the two people were there with this boy in the final moments, their story they contradict, then there's a truth somewhere. Now, that fall where they don't say it fall, I did think now.
It peed. On our way coming from the west, we just fell down.
You know what I think outside of the boat? Because of this grill. When did they interview Mama Mohbad? Zoom in for that interview where she go for TVC. After Mohbad by. Why this grill for the staircase break? Could it be that fall? Because when Mohbad talk about the fall, the thing, could it be that the fall they bigger than waiting them that they explain? And again, that blood for duvet, when they say they see, when Mama Mohbad say see, where Mama Mohbad's sister also talks say she see blood for Mohbad clothes. Now, if you go further in the interview with Mohbad brother, he said that Mohbad was initially inside Wumi room. They go carry Mohbad from Wumi room. They don't give her treatment. They carry go Mohbad room. Now, Mohbad auntie say she see blood for singlet for Mohbad room. Then later again, Adura come talk say, after everything, they come return her back to my wife room. But again, if the last two people were know what's up, because every other person who don't interview, at some point they left the house. Do you understand? So it is between the nurse, her, and this guy. But of course, with the way this thing they go, now only the nurse, now you know be family. Could it be? But again, why is their story contradicting what the police investigate? Anyways, woo, God knows. We'll continue.
My evidence here, play record, all the rest, they are here. In 1992, Constitution said if you're not the one that kills somebody, you don't have a right to go to where they are selling gaskets, to go and buy gaskets. You don't kill person, they go buy a gasket for the person. So you're the one that killed the person. That is what the
people have been portraying something, has been showing people some things. The very black man too has been showing people some things. Everything about life is belief. There is energy. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but it can be transferred from one to another. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change. By tomorrow, I will reveal, I'll come to your level so we can speak and I can tell you all everything about the Mohbad, the group and everything. So stay tuned tomorrow. I shall tell you guys the whole story. And we shall know the truth and the truth shall set us free. God bless you all. Rattles, I don't have any beef with you all because at the end of the day, I'm not here to show whether I'm right. I'm not here for competition. I'm just here for all the youth to come together to fight for one cause. I came to unite all forces.
Mohbad's manager, who was then Mali's former manager, the lady, esin, if I'm not mistaken with her name. Then Festus' drink was spiked. I said, spiked as at how? He said, yes. There's something that they call, I'm trying to remember the name of the thing.
MD, make I borrow you MD.
Something.
MD, it's called MD.
You know, like it's a drug.
Yeah, it's called MD.
That they put it in drinks and in foods and in everything, that they did it today, that they do it as a normal thing there.
True that.
I said, was Festus aware that they put something? He said, no, and normally nobody's always aware. It's only them that live in their house that know about it. So when Festus drank that thing, Festus started acting funny, he was dozing off. And they wanted to record him, so he stood in front of them and said they should not do that. They wanted to collect his phone, but he took the phone on their behalf, and they were laughing, they were making jest of him while he was, trying to get himself. And then he dozed off at a point, but he tried to make sure that, they did not record him. He tried to make sure that, he collected his phones. One side of me was like, maybe because at that time, the Displaced had mental health. I was like, okay, maybe because this boy has mental health, he doesn't know what he's saying. Maybe he's just talking. One side of me as a mother was very, very angry. But I didn't want to be distracted. I wanted us to at least administer the help we came to do. So I said, okay, you know what? Festus is doing fine. He's in Turkey. I'll see to it. But right now, let's see to you. What is your story? And I told him, don't talk about Festus. Let's talk about you. Then I asked that the camera starts rolling. And then that was when he did his interview. We went live. We did everything. Immediately he said what he had to say. The mom said what they had to say. Brother, everybody. I called on a doctor who handles cases that have to do with, drug-related mental health. He works with the Lagos State government and he has his own private hospital. And I've known him for years. I think I brought him on my show before, Gold Mind. And I called upon him to say, sir, please. Because of my foundation, a lot of young ones that I see out there that we help, I always refer them for treatment. That's my only two quarter that I don't even come and talk about on social media. So I said, you know what, sir, I want to bring a boy to you. The mom will bring him. I'll give them the address and the phone number, please. This boy needs treatment. He's not doing fine, and we need you to help.
Sam Larry, Naramali, you people can tell Nigerians, say, no be me by Mubado, but you people cannot tell Nigerians, say, una no waiting payam. All the cries when Wumi they cry online are flimsy nonsense excuses. She not really means the boy. Both Wumi or Sam Larry, Nalamari, all of them. If you people really have hand in this boy's death, maybe sabotage or anything, eliminate the boy through confra. This in spirit will never rest for over 3 years now. You will continue the hunt to now say go interground. Not so life be. This will be the last video I will do on justice for Mohbad unless VTM comes up with something different.
That this is not a natural crime. Baba Gesha interested in getting you want look Baba Gesha for a different motive. And you place the girl from a different motive, but you make sure they were together under 100% privacy. You wanted Baba Gesha to touch that girl. Because normally, if they ask you, do you want Baba Gesha to abuse that girl? If it is no, why did you leave the girl with Baba Gesha? But they are saying it was okay. Princess knew age that she will use that will make women, NGOs, to go after Baba Gesha, even Lagos State government. Because when she says she's 14, they will believe that when the trial starts, Princess will bring the real evidence of age, 14 to Pariwo. It was when the court trial started, they realized that there is no birth certificate to prove that the girl is 14. How do they want to reverse all the damages? How would they want Yomi Fabiyi to look like he has been speaking the truth? If the youth does not know the truth and they're right.
Christ, one day if your sister will say that you are not, you are the nurse. Do you know that your sister? I feel like your sister can do it because she has accused so many people. Because we all go from the corona.
And you guys will believe.
No.
You guys will believe her.
Listen.
The same way you believe Sade when Sade said she fought me that day. So be it. Wait, when did
but do you know that
Mohbad died?
Okay, do you know that?
Wait, they told us Mohbad died on the 12th, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If I now show you guys my passport, if I show you my passport, will you all believe that I'm not the nurse?
That's what I'm saying. It's not me.
Why do I have to prove to you bullies? Now you bullied me. You all bullied me that I should show my passport. Tomorrow now you will come up with something again that I have to show it. Why do you have to show you?
Let me tell you something. Can I buzz your bubble right now?
Okay, I'm listening.
Do you know that you have no?
Don't stress yourself. Hold on.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Don't stress yourself, Iraja.
Okay.
Just because what you did tonight. See, you guys don't know me. You guys think if you bully me, if you drag me, that is when I will subject to bully. No, I don't subject to bully. I don't subject to drag.
Okay, I'm one of those people that do not bully people. So just know that.
If I'm saying you guys, I'm talking about J4M.
Okay.
But just because of what you did tonight.
Okay.
You know what? Do you still have more questions for me?
Yeah.
Just because of what you did tonight. Everything is not dragging. Do you know what I would do?
No.
Just because you came up, and for days now you have wanted to come up.
Yeah.
You asked me that question.
Yes.
I want to honor you. I will show my itinerary tonight. That is who I am. Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Ọ̀fàfà ẹ wá sílé. Ó mọ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó máa fi ọ̀fàfà, ó máa fi fà ẹ wá. Wàá rò pé o lè ṣú sílé, o lè dáràn nílé kó sároko. Wọ́n máa fi ọ̀fàfà fà ẹ wá sílé. Ṣé o sọ pé orí ẹ̀ gbálẹ̀ ni? Ṣé o sọ pé o mọ̀ wà búburú ṣe ni? Ó ló mọ̀ wà búburú ṣe wò wà lóòní ṣerú ẹ̀ mọ́. Ẹ yà pọ̀ padà, Canadian government, ẹ jẹ́ bá wa sign petition yẹn. Ó wà lórí Tọ́lá ní ilé sanmi, ikú máa pa gbogbo yín. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, petition Iyabo Ojo pé kán dá padà sí ló wà lórí Tọ́lá ní ilé sanmi. Ẹ bá wa dá Iyabo padà, ẹ lọ bá wa sign ẹ̀ wìtìwìtì. Ẹ lọ bò wìtìwìtì, ẹ bò wìtìwìtì, ẹ bò wìtìwìtì. Ẹ lọ bá wa bò wìtìwìtì, ẹ bò wìtìwìtì. Ẹ bá wa bò ẹ lọ bá sign ẹ̀. Ẹ lọ bá sign ẹ̀ Iyabo ò ní rí lédè sí Iyabo. Ó lè rí lédè sí lọ́lá ọ̀ngán máa lọ ọ̀ngán tó bá ṣọ̀rọ̀ náà máa fara káṣá. Tóró ló agbódegbà apààyàn òun ni Iyabo òun ni Lọ́lá Àlàó. Lọ́lá Àlàó wọ́n ní apààyàn wọ́n ní àgbàyà ni ẹ́. Lọ́lá Àlàó máa bọ̀ ẹnìkan ránṣẹ́ sí ẹ ó ní àǹtí àgbàyà ni ẹ́. Ó ní àgbàyà ni ẹ́. Ó ní nǹkan tó máa jẹ kò jẹ́ kó gbọ́n. Ó ní nǹkan tó máa jẹ òjò gbọ́n. Ó ní nǹkan ẹlẹ́pẹ́ gbére. Ó ní nǹkan tó máa jẹ pé kò jẹ́ kó gbọ́n. Àbọ̀ ní sùúrù. Ṣá calm down náà jẹ́ kí n play kankan fún ẹ. Ẹ̀yin kíní burúkú yìí. Àmọ́ pé Esabod ó máa ń change but at least èyí tó sì sọ yìí ó ìbá Iyabo Ojo sọ̀rọ̀. Ó sì bá sọ̀rọ̀. Tá bá wí fún ẹni ọba jó gbọ́. Èmi ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó gbọ́ Iyabo. Mi ò fẹ́ kó gbọ́. Mo fẹ́ kí tiẹ̀ di. Nǹkan tó ń wá nínú iṣu ewùrà wá rí nínú akọ̀ṣù Iyabo Ojo. Ṣé o sọ pé orí ẹ̀ gbalẹ̀ ni? Nǹkan tó ń wá nínú ìdí ewùrà wá rí nídìí akọ̀ṣù sẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin kíní burúkú játijàti. Ó wá lọ sí Canada. Ó wá lọ ń polówó kíní kan olódodo. Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. Ó wá parọ́ ní Nàìjíríà. Ọmọ ṣu sílé, ó sároko.
As he has kept all of us in suspense, one day he is going to tell the court, Adura Aloba, Mohbad's younger brother, comes for Very Dark Man again. Since Very Dark Man said he wanted him on his show, Adura has been typing and has been writing good English suddenly. A guy who could not express himself in English and suddenly became like, sounded like a superstar. During interview, can now type in plain, simple, clean, and clear English. Is God not miraculous? This is a miracle, right? Because all these things, what is his intention? Is he planning to sue Very Dark Man? As he said, he's going to tell the courts one day. Are his lawyer writing for him? Or is he using ChatGPT or a bot to write? What is going on? Why the sudden polished English sentences that he's writing? Wow. Miracle, not the indeed tire Jesus. So if he DM, I don't challenge you. Say make you tell him we take my brother, or else you go tell court. It's interesting. Adura cannot write in English. Congratulations, Adura. It is indeed a miracle.
This bout is free.